so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 38th Legion National Youth Track and Field Championships. So, to my right, we have from Athletics Canada, Mr. David Weicker. Then we have our Legion technical expert, Mr. Leroy Washburn. So if there are questions related to specifics of the track, then he will be our point man for that. And also, in this case, the local arrangements committee chair is Leslie Maudsley. And then we have our Dominion Command sports chairman, Mr. Andre Paquette. Going to my left, I hope I get this right, we have Tanika Dolfo. And then we have Michael Lambert, or as we say in British Columbia, Lambert. And then we have Hannah Lambert.
Comrades, platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, bienvenue à tous. On behalf of the Royal Canadian Legion, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all participants and guests to the 38th Legion National Youth Track and Field Championship here in Langley, BC. This is especially relevant on this, the 70th anniversary of the D-Day landings, which saw the liberation of Western Europe.
So I would invite Leslie Maudsley to come forward, along with our Dominion Command Sports Chairman, Andre Paquette, to stand side by each with the torch in a prominent position so we could take a... I would now ask our three young athletes to display this year's version of the medal, which features a beautiful design and a picture of the D-Day invasion, which happened 70 years ago.
What would you say is your biggest accomplishment as an athlete?
I'd probably say winning gold medals at the national championships. I've won 2 golds this year.
Qualifying for Legions.
Yeah?
Just doing the octathlon in general, just finishing one octathlon is pretty big. So I'm proud of myself.
The biggest accomplishment is lowering my time by about half a second this year in the 200.
So how long have you guys been competing in track and field for, or just been a part of it?
I did track and field when I was younger, but not really competitively.
Okay.
So basically just this year I've started competing.
Nice.
Yeah, I did it from when I was 7 to 12. That was when you're younger, it's more just for fun, and then now I'm really doing it competitively.
I started in school in about the 8th grade, and I wanted to take it more seriously, so I started training on my own and then got into club this year.
Is there anything you guys want to say to your fellow athletes?
Just wish them best of luck and never let yourself down and work hard, Listen to your heart when you're getting on the block or you're racing long distance or whatever you're doing. Listen to yourself, what's your heart telling you,
Yeah, definitely just remember what you came here for. You know what I mean? And remember that what you're here for. Like, you're here, why you do this? You're here to have fun.
I say just never give up, and even if you don't always win, just keep pushing and eventually it'll come.
Definitely.
Yeah, the important is to have fun, and whether you win or lose, it's not important, as long as you have fun.
Yeah, have fun and push yourself to the maximum and never give up.
I'd say just work hard. Just really make sure that you're giving it your all every single day. And if you do that long enough, the results will eventually come. So.
For these medals will be Jean McGilvery, and she's the second vice president.
Track and field, is that a lot about personal best or just beating other people?
It's a lot about personal best, like beating yourself more than beating other people.
The beautiful thing about Legions is that everybody comes out, club or, province, and they just compete because they love the sport, and that's what we're all here for and representing.
Started a wheelchair racer. It went pretty well, but then at some point I wanted to try throwing. I tried that out. It's pretty good. I have a Canadian record.
How long have you been in track and field for?
I've been a racer for 4 years.
Wow.
4 or 5 years. and I just started throwing this year.
How does your coach work with you, and what does he kind of do to prepare you for these events?
He motivates me, and he's always getting me to push myself. Well, all three of my coaches, they're always pushing me, and just doing your best and like focusing in the moment of when you're throwing.
I am the Paralympic representative, and I represented Canada in the Paralympics for 2012, and I was part of the relay team, and I was part of the 100 and 200 meters.
How was the whole experience for that?
It was amazing, honestly. It was, you know, that was a peak of my career, and what can you really say, but that was just amazing.
Give me silver.
You know what, honestly, just have fun. The main thing about all these kind of events is you'll hold all the friends that you make here forever, and best quote I always have is, you know, adversity causes some to break and then others to break records. So, you know what, just get out there and have fun and just never stop for anything.
What are you doing here today? What's going on?
Watching my son compete in the Youth Track and Field Championships.
She just did 200-meter hurdles and the 300-meter and the medley relay.
Yeah, the 400 and our nephew was in it.
We're at the Legion National Track Meet and we're watching our kids run.
I'm supporting my son, Zachary Pelletier from Quebec.
Have you guys been here before? Is this your first time?
First time.
Where were you guys from?
Edmonton.
Your guys' first time here?
Yes, it is. In BC, no, second time.
Okay.
But in this area, yes, it is.
You liking the event so far?
It's fantastic. I had no idea it was such a big thing, but yeah, I'd come back again.
I'm pretty sure we will.
Yeah, I think we'll have another opportunity. Guys, for sure, we'll be back.
Our coaching program, we have a staff member involved with BC Athletics that is involved in coaching education. So we put together programs to help the coaches get through their certification and get to the higher levels and support the youth.
And we have an extensive coaching education program, not only certification, but professional development opportunities that are targeted to event areas, so throws or jumps or sprints, hurdles. So it's absolutely important. Coaches are the I guess the catalyst that the athletes will gather around, and really they are the most critical part of the program, for sure.
In my coaching philosophy, I don't talk too much about winning. It's about doing, and then winning was going to come after. Like losing, winning, it's the same thing, it's a process. So if you lose, then you're going to go back and then see what you did wrong and then correct that during the practice. My style of coaching, I focus more on, as we said, like the mental preparation. As a sprint coach, I focus more on like a speed because it's a sprint, so focus on speed, but also focus on strength because the stronger you are, the faster you're going to run. That's the way I coach.
But it keeps you in the air longer and it keeps your feet together. I don't write anything down. I don't have a set plan. It's basically what I feel is appropriate for that day for that athlete. So it's basically all in my head somewhere, and then I just find it on the day of. The most difficult part is when an athlete is frustrated about something that's going on, and you can tell them why it's happening, but it's not really going to change. So you basically just have to, they're gonna suffer, and you just have to sit there and watch them, and because it's gonna help them in the long run eventually. But right now, you basically just have to watch your athletes suffer, and you can't do anything about it.
It's great to have athletes, but they need coaches to work with to develop their skills.
So we provide support certainly to coaches across the country. We fully recognize if we have good coaches, we're going to have better athletes and a more enjoyable experience for everybody.
Well, the wonderful thing about athletics is that we have very few barriers for youth to be involved. It's not a very high-cost sport, so the funding that we get from the provincial government is very, very important. So really, I don't think we're missing things. It's just a matter of the youth having an interest in being involved in athletics.
A lot of people don't completely understand track and field and what it's all about. I think one of the unique things about it is it's relatively accessible to everybody. There's an event for everybody, and in the world right now where we have such safety concerns, more and more people are looking to track and field and athletics as a way to just have a great childhood.
Well, Home Hardware, they look at the Legion program and the veterans. They salute all men and women that have put on Canadian Forces uniforms, whenever the need has arisen. And at the same time, Home Hardware and Legion branches are in a lot of communities across the country, and they support charitable things in their community. There's definitely common ground supporting youth, supporting the veterans. Dealers and branches are in communities doing charitable things, hiring young folks, and just a pleasure to be here.
Well, this is really the first step when our athletes get involved in a national competition. So for most of these kids, it's their first time. We have various age group teams. So this group here, we have a team that will participate next year in the World Youth Track and Field Championships, as well as the Commonwealth Youth Championships. From there, they progress to what we call our juniors. So there's a Pan Am Juniors and a World Juniors competition for them. So as they get older, there's always national team experiences that they can participate in, with the ultimate goal, hopefully they're going to represent our country at the World Championships and Olympics.
Well, it's a lot of fun. I help out a lot of kids, and I enjoy the camaraderie with other officials.
Yeah.
And in this case, I'm also mentoring another starters to help along.
Do you have any words of advice you want to give to the athletes? Anything to say to them?
Just do your best, come and work hard, and as I say, do the best you can on any particular day that you possibly can do.
Acting Sergeant at Arms, could you bring forward the two initiates, please?
Madam President, I present to you Andre Paquette and Chloe Gobin for initiation into the Ladies Auxiliary.
This is fantastic for the ladies. They do work hard, and this is our whole function as a Ladies Auxiliary anywhere is to fundraise for the kids, for the veterans, and for their branches. Well, I noticed this year more than anything is the camaraderie amongst the kids. You watch them race, you watch them jump, you watch them do this, whatever, and they're always hugging each other after the event or they're shaking hands. It's just amazing. And I was told last night at the officials' dinner that these kids actually all go up to each official after each event and shake their hand and thank them. I was very impressed.
It's the first time in the history of the track and field that a Ladies Auxiliary has taken it on. And right from the first call, I put some calls out and everybody was on board. Our Ladies Auxiliary have come forth with every single thing that's been asked of them with donations. Over the last 2 years, we've received over $65,000 from our ladies. I will miss the athletes. I'll miss the camaraderie that we've had as a committee, the friendships and the people you meet over the years. And right now, I mean, I've known the people above me at the Legion that I've made very good friends with. Sorry, and I'm going to miss that tremendously. One or two of the challenges too, which weren't big challenges, but just waking up in the morning and thinking, what am I going to do today, is going to be my biggest thing. It's because I am a very hands-on involved person, as are my committee. And yeah, to let go, but the athletes are the biggest thing.
I now declare these members duly admitted into full membership in the Ladies Auxiliary to Branch 57 and 6 of the Royal Canadian Legion, and cordially welcome you to our organization.
What do you think the importance of this event is?
Well, I guess it's like motherhood, you know. It's something that we've been doing for so long now, and it's kind of expected.
Well, that's an opportunity that you're not going to get at home. So when you get a group like this, and I don't know what there are, 600 or something competitors here, everybody has a chance. You get a chance to learn, and you get a chance to get into a friendly situation with what is going to be your competition. And you stay as friends right through into the competition years.
To me, this is one of the events of the year for the Royal Canadian Legion. When you see the athletes and when you see from year to year, you see the amount of records that they're broken, and sometimes the records are even broken by those who set the records. And you know, you can just see these young lads, young boys and girls going on to the Olympics, and you kind of look for that. And we have had several who have gone to the Olympics, have made this country proud. So.
Well, I think it's important because, you know, anytime you can bring 1,000 kids into one event, they're the future ambassadors of Canada for sure. We have the cream of the crop here, and it's very, very important for us as a national organization to nurture that growth through young Canadians.
I managed the very first meet in 1977 in Ormukto, New Brunswick. And I've missed two since. And one of them, the excuse was I had a heart attack. And I took this job over probably about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and I've been doing the same thing. Trying to get fired, but they won't fire me, so.
You know, we run everything on a 2-year basis, and next year we're going to be in Sainte-Thérèse, Quebec, and they will be hosting it for the following 2 years. We're doing well, and so we're there. It's going to continue.
We spend upwards of $500,000 in this event every summer. Some of that money is through sponsorship, but it's important to us that we keep it going. Here a few years ago, we brought, it was just used to be all Legion, but now it's some of the private track clubs are involved. I had a concern with that at first, but it's been all outstanding. The competition has been great. As long as I'm president anyway, it'll never change. It's too important. It's too important for the youth of this country, and I'd hate to ever see it go.
I got honored by the French government. Actually, I was knighted in there by the French government. And I did get my medal here from in France.
Very honored to have with us. He is
It's a Halifax airplane on our station, and we're all standing on it. I competed in the high jump and the sprints and the long jump.
What would you say your biggest accomplishment back then was?
Well, my biggest accomplishment was I set the high jump record. People don't realize what a wonderful meet this is. You know, it's I'm so disappointed that it doesn't get more publicity because, you know, this is the marvelous, and it's so important, you know, for young people. They have either music or sports or something, you know.